This is Daniel Gritzer from Serious Eats, and here's how to make perfect gnocchi from scratch. To start off, we have some hot-baked russet potatoes. Russets are good because they're naturally high in starch and low in moisture. And that low moisture means you won't have to add as much flour later. That's a good thing, because the less flour you add, the lighter your gnocchi will be. Using a ricer or food mill, press the potato out onto a work surface. Make sure to spread it all around in a wide, even layer. That's going to help the steam escape and make it easier to incorporate the flour later. Egg yolks aren't required in a gnocchi dough, but they make it easier to work with. I recommend that you start with the yolks and then try without once you get the hang of it. Sift about 2/3 of your flour all over the potatoes. Exactly how much flour you need is going to depend on the specific potatoes you have and other variables, but 1/4 cup per pound of potatoes is about right. The trick here is to mix the flour into the dough without overworking the potato, because that'd make it gummy. Using a pastry blender with a chopping motion is one of the best ways to do that. Folding and pressing the dough is a good way to incorporate the rest of the flour without overworking the dough. Just remember, avoid a kneading motion. Now gather the dough together, press it flat, and fold it once or twice to gently mix it a little more. Then add the rest of your flour. The goal is to have a dough that's soft and supple, just a little bit sticky. You may need to feel this part out, adding more flour if necessary. Form the dough into a log, dusting with plenty of flour to keep it from sticking. Then clean your work area well and sprinkle fresh flour all over. Now's the fun part. We get to pretend we're in preschool again by taking small portions of dough and gently rolling them into snakes, just like Play-Doh. Cut those snakes into gnocchi-sized segments of about 1 inch each. If you want to get fancy and add little ridges and divots to your gnocchi, you can roll them on a riga gnocchi, which is a totally unnecessary piece of kitchen equipment, which, as you can see, I proudly own. Welcome to my life. You can also use the tines of a fork, or just skip the step if you want. Then prepare your sauce. Here I've made a sage brown butter, a classic pairing for gnocchi. Boil your gnocchi in salted water until they float to the top. Then let them bob there for about 20 seconds so that they cook through fully. Using a slotted spoon, transfer them to the sauce, toss gently, and serve. Buon appetito!